build a chapel?
You build the chapel.
Sidney Poitier was born on February 20, 1927 in Miami, Florida, USA and died on January 6, 2022 in Los Angeles, California. He is a Bahamian-American actor, director and diplomat who broke the color barrier in the U.S. film industry by becoming the first African-American to win the Academy Award for Best Actor. He built his success through his role as Homer Smith in Lilies in the Field. This was a significant breakthrough in the 1960s when racism was rampant in the United States. He was named one of the greatest male stars of all time by the American Film Institute in 1999. Please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. Additionally, comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. Early life. Raised in the Bahamas, Sidney Poitier is the son of Reginald and Evelyn Poitier, both farmers and quite poor. He was born prematurely and was the youngest child in a family of 7. In the Bahamas, Poitier spent his early years on his father's tomato farm on Sand Island. After the farm failed, the family moved to Nassau, when Poitier was about 10 years old. Born into a poor family, he had little formal education. As a teenager, he became a street criminal when his father sent him to the United States to live with his brother to start his life over. There he went to work washing dishes in a restaurant and tried his hand at acting at the American Negro Theater. Outright rejected because of his poor accent and reading skills, he improved his pronunciation by listening to the radio program and resubscribed 6 months later. Fortunately, he was accepted but had to work as a janitor in exchange for acting jobs. He began studying acting when he appeared in a series of ant productions. Career. In 1946, Poitier appeared in the critically acclaimed Broadway production of Lysistrata. The success of the role brought him many film offers. Poitier toured the country with the production All Black. Poitier's first recorded Hollywood film role was as Dr. Luther Brooks, a black doctor treating a stubborn white criminal, in No Way Out in 1950. He next appeared in Cry, The Beloved Country 1951, an adaptation of Alan Patton's novel about a murder in apartheid South Africa. He had his career breakthrough in 1955 with the hit film Blackboard Jungle, playing a student with antisocial behavior. In 1958, he played Noah Cullen, an escaped prisoner, in the film The Defiant Ones. Poitier received an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. In 1963, Poitier really succeeded with a performance in Lilies in the Field, the first win by an African-American actor in this category. The award made Poitier cinema's first ever Caribbean-American superstar, someone who consciously defied racial prejudice. In 1967, Sidney appeared in the mystery drama In the Heat of the Night. He played Detective Virgil Tibbs in To Sir, With Love. Sidney Poitier made his directorial debut in 1972 and co-starred with friend Harry Belafonte in Western Buck and the Preacher. After this film, he went on to direct several other successful films, including the 1980 comedy Stir Crazy. The film became the highest-grossing film by an African-American director in many years. He was appointed ambassador of the Bahamas to Japan in April 1997. From 1995 to 2003, Poitier was on the board of directors of the Walt Disney Company. From 2002 to 2007, he was also the Bahamas ambassador to UNESCO. Awards. He won the Academy Award for Best Actor for the film Lilies in the Field in 1963. In 1992, Poitier received the AFI Life Achievement Award. In 1994, Poitier was given a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In 1995, he received the Kennedy Center Honors. In 1981, he received the Cecil B. DeMille Golden Globe Award. He was also made an honorary Knight of the Order of the British Empire by Queen Elizabeth II in 1974. In 1986, he delivered the opening address to the graduating class of the University of Miami and was awarded a Certificate of Merit. Honorary degree Doctor of Fine Arts. In 2000, Poitier published The Measure of a Man, billed as a spiritual autobiography. That year, he received a Grammy Award for Best Spoken Word Album for the audio version of the book. He was awarded the Academy Honorary Award in 2001, for his extraordinary performances and unique on-screen presence as well as representing the industry with dignity, style and intelligence. In 2009, he received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Barack Obama. 2 years later, he was selected by the Film Association of Lincoln Center, winning the organization's Chaplin Lifetime Achievement Award. Personal life. Poitier was first married to Juanita Hardy from April 29, 1950 until 1965. Although Poitier became a resident of Westchester County, New York, they lived in Stuyvesant, New York, in a house on the River Hudson. In 1959, Poitier began a 9-year affair with actress Diane Carroll. He married Joanna Shimkus, a Canadian actress who co-starred with Poitier in 1969's The Lost Man. On January 23, 1976, and they remained married until his death. He has 4 daughters with his first wife Beverly, Pamela, Sherry, and Gina. 2 children with his second wife Anika and Sidney Poitier. In addition to 6 daughters, Poitier has 8 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren. When Hurricane Dorian hit the Bahamas in September 2019, the Poitier family had 23 missing relatives. On January 6, 2022, Poitier died at his home in Beverly Hills, California, aged 94. His death was confirmed by Fred Mitchell, Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs of the Bahamas. According to a copy of his death certificate obtained by TMZ, the cause of death was cardiopulmonary failure, with Alzheimer's disease and prostate cancer listed as the underlying causes. President Joe Biden paid tribute to him, and former President Barack Obama paid tribute to Poitier, calling him a rare talent who created dignity and grace. The Ebertfest Film Festival has announced that it will dedicate the 2022 event to Poitier's memory. September 2022, Sidney, a documentary about Poitier's life and legacy is released, made by Reginald Hudlin. Occupational income. Former Bahamian-American actor, Sidney Poitier, had a net worth of $20 million at the time of his death. The director of Lilies of the Field, Ralph Nelson, worked on such a tight budget to produce the film that he mortgaged his home. According to IMDb, when Poitier gave up his usual salary and agreed to make the film for a lower fee and a percentage of the profits. Lilies of the Field went on to become a huge box office success, grossing an estimated $7 million at the box office and earning Poitier numerous accolades. For To Sir, With Love, again, Poitier agreed to take the risk of a pay cut by giving up his salary for the role. Instead, the actor is said to have only agreed to 10% of the total box office. Thankfully, To Sir was a huge success, grossing a reported box office total of $22 million at the time of its release in 1967. At his 10% rate, this meant that Poitier would earn about $2.2 million of his salary. Poitier's net worth has come from a variety of projects, as a film director and on stage throughout his decades-long career. How does Sidney Poitier spend his money? Legendary American actor Sidney Poitier and his longtime wife Joanna Shimkus live in a gorgeous Beverly Hills mansion that the entertainer bought for a whopping $2.7 million. After selling their duplex in New York, they bought a 5,000-square-foot property in Beverly Hills each year. Poitier built the Mediterranean-style gated house in the 1920s, which has 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. There is also a living room and family room with French doors leading to a backyard with a lake, swimming and spa. In addition to real estate, Sidney Poitier also has a collection of cars, but a few of them are kept by him. The first is the 2006 Cadillac Escalade, America's top luxury car, and Sidney Poitier would love to drive this car, as Oprah Winfrey mentioned. The second is the Range Rover, a very versatile machine with an aerodynamic design and lots of technology and safety features. Land Rover Range Rover prices start at $88,345. There are quite a few pictures of Sidney Poitier with the 2010 BMW 7 Series. The car has a price tag of $85,000 for the base model. Next was the 2010 Mercedes S-Class, one of the cars most talked about when Poitier was involved in an accident with a Porsche. The car is priced at $91,000. The Chrysler 300G is a pure classic and may be the only car in Sidney's collection whose value goes up instead of down. The current average price of a car is about $132,000. Although Sidney Poitier is no longer alive, the story of his life and legacy will live on. It will continue to inspire generations to come. Please like and share if you find the video content interesting and useful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment below the celebrity you want to see in the upcoming video. Thank you very much.